Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final episode of Who is Going to Transition Next. So, this is the season finale, and yeah, I guess even last season I recorded like 4 videos, and well, you could say 5 almost, and I just never uploaded the rest of them because I was too lazy. Anyways, I have a list of contestants, and I also have with me a bowl of mixed berries and plain yogurt. The plain yogurt tastes like cheese, not like the tasty cheese. No, it just tastes like this odd cheese. Um, and having it with fruits, it's just a strange combination. Okay, so yep. My bowl looks like ice cream. It looks like there's this delicious vanilla and red sauce ice cream, but in fact, it's far from that. Oh wow, it's salty, and you can barely taste the sweetness of the berries, um, nor the sourness of it as much. I'm afraid I might gag, but anyways, the show must go on. So last time we added a lot of people and we ended off with Milo Yiannopoulos. And now we're going to start off with I Show Speed. Why I Show Speed, you may be wondering. I don't know, I just feel like maybe he might transition. Out of all the, you could say, large normie content creators, I feel like I Show Speed is going to, but I would say 5 years. Okay, within 5 years. And if it doesn't within 5 years, then I am wrong. Next up, we have who is that? Sorry guys, I have a bunch of people here. Okay, wait. Did my screen just swap everyone out? Wow. Okay, next we have John John Strife Hayes. I'm sure you guys have seen his videos. No? Well, I've seen a couple of his videos, and I've always thought he's gonna transition. I always had a feeling. So I'm gonna say, you know what? Within 2 years. Within 2 years. Next we have is Aki. Now I don't know that much about this guy, but apparently a few days ago he came out as gay, and all the streamers were fawning over that, and I was like, hmm. I think these days some people come out more than just that. So I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna say within 1 year he's gonna come out as trans. And all those same streamers will be like, wow, that's wonderful. But maybe some of them will be like, okay, that's a bit too far. Okay, sorry for the chewing. Um, it's just I'm eating, and the berries are a bit chewy. Technically, it's been in the freezer for a while, and it's taking so long to thaw. I have like a strawberry in my bowl that's so iced. Like the other berries are thawing well, but the strawberries, oh my goodness, so hard. Okay, next we have is Little Joel or Big Joel. I don't know which is it. Regardless, this guy has always seemed like he's gonna transition. I mean, he always has that look, right? And years ago when I found his channel, I was like, okay, this guy is gonna transition. So, he hasn't transitioned in the last 5 years since I've discovered his channel. I'm gonna say within 3 years. Just give it 3 years, okay? Next we have is, oh my, what's his name again? Oh my goodness, he fought KSI. I'm forgetting stuff. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm so forgetful. Hold on. Okay, Alex Wasabi. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about him. When I was growing up, I used to watch Guava Juice. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of that guy, but Guava Juice and Alex used to be owning a channel back in the day, and then they split off, and then they just did their own things. And I think recently they got together to host a podcast, and that's where you get the infamous twerking Fuzi meme. um, I think he is gonna transition, but I would say like within uh, where did I put him? Did he just disappear? Where did he go? Guys, he just disappeared. Oh my goodness. Oh, there he is. There he is, hiding between safe edgy and Vosh. Okay, sorry, safe sleazy. Okay, next we have is Robert IDK. Wow, I love is Septiplier song. Really good, really good. And I really miss those days, when it was all about Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie, the big three gamers. And then now most of the Let's Players you don't even know that much. And I get it, I get it. A lot of new channels have to grow, but still, I miss the days when it was just those big three. You know, it's the big three that everyone grew up with. At least I would say most Gen Z grew up with. Okay, I think Robert IDK will transition within 5 years. You know what's funny? Speaking of fanboys, I'm sure you guys have heard of this channel Indigo. He used to make a bunch of meme songs for PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier, and other people too. And I loved his videos. Like back in 2017, I would listen to his songs constantly. And I'm surprised he's now a woman. Okay. So next we have Chris Reagan. Like his anti-SJW songs are really good. I've listened to a few, and it's so fun just to listen to it. And it really brings me to a time when politics wasn't just so, I would say, um, what's the word? It wasn't so peachy. Like now politics seem a bit more mainstream, way more mainstream, and everything has this you could say filter. But when you go back to the previous years, everything felt so grainy and everything felt so, I would say, harsh. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I view last, you could say, I don't know, 2018, 2019 politics. That's when I got into politics. But even during 2016 and 17, when I wasn't so into politics, obviously political memes would be referenced at times, and everything felt so, I would say, what's the word? I would say so scary at times because there were a lot of terms I was just learning and it was so hectic. It was a hectic time. So I'm going to say, you know what, within 2 years, he's going to be making songs about how estrogen is awesome. Okay, I just had to pause because I don't want you guys to hear all of that chewing. Um, Anyways, we have a couple more guys. Next we have is Some Ordinary Gamers. Oh my gosh. Definitely will within 3 years. Just to play it safe, 3 years. Then we have Sneeko. I feel like he would just transition, just to own the libs. And it's like, yeah, possibly. You know what? I feel like within a year. Within a year. Next we have um Chud Logic. And apparently he loves gawks. I'm sure some of you guys know what gawk means. um, but yeah, there's a big meme that he likes gawks. Um, okay, so if he's gonna transition, it's gonna be a late one. So 5 years. Boogie2988. Like, I don't even know why the guy got famous back in the day, but everyone talks about him as if he was just this, I would say, biggest YouTuber. Well, it wasn't the biggest, but I would say he is definitely an old YouTuber. Like many of the old YouTubers, they aren't here anymore, but Boogie is one that survived. And I would say that every time he gets into a controversy or something like that, and I don't even know what he was known for, but anyways, I'm gonna say within 3 years, just to play it safe. The act ma'am, the act ma'am. Um, this dude, I would say, did a total 180, and I am fine with him being, I would say, uh, you could say a fence sitter when it comes to his videos, but obviously I feel like the dude doesn't really engage that much in certain topics, but at the same time will be so heated about certain topics. You know, when it came to the SBI issue, he just ignored the entire thing. Well, he did acknowledge it for a small little video, and that was only posted, I think, on Twitter, and that's it. Like no other acknowledgements. But he did make a couple of videos, getting angry at anti-SJWs. But why don't you also acknowledge the SJWs? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, a lot of people said he just switched sides. I don't believe that. I feel like he was always like this in some way, but I do believe that, after his old tweets possibly resurfaced where he said some spicy words, obviously he just changed his tune just a bit, just a bit, just a bit. But anyways, I'm gonna say, you know what? 2 years is pretty safe. It's pretty safe, okay? Okay, let me take one more bite before we finish this. Okay, okay, we have two more contestants. Bottom G. I mean, the dude is going to transition. It looks like it. I feel like it. And by the way, this guy has a beautiful singing voice. If you listen to his original songs, it's so good. Even his cover of, what is it called? I forget. Andrew Tate's theme song. Even his cover is so good. Um, I think he'll come out as non-binary trans. I know I said something else last season, but this time I have a different feeling, okay? Next we have Pyro Cynical. Oh boy, Pyro Cynical. I mean, the dude at times, cross dresses, and obviously it doesn't mean that you're going to transition. But I feel like maybe it's because it's the space he is in. That's why I feel that way. So, you know what? Within 2 years, and that's it. I am officially done. Wow, I can't believe it. This entire season is over. Wow, this was quick. So, what have I learned from this season? I learned that um, I'm obviously going to be wrong for like 100. No, maybe like 99% of these contestants, but I could be right for at least maybe two things. Maybe two of these guys transition. But anyways, this is not a hope type of video where I'm hoping these guys transition. It's just that I have a feeling, a strange feeling. Now, if you guys want me to do more tier list videos, and it can be about any other topic, you can tell me. Because, this topic is great, but also it's quite limiting at times. So, anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye.